Well, good morning. I tell you what, if this doesn't make you proud to be American, you need to take a relook in the mirror. I tell you, what a tremendous event. And how about our own Joe Fitzgerald? I don't know of another civilian aide that has done more for military members and their families than Mr. Fitzgerald. So let's give him and all the organizers a round of applause. You know, I'm told he hasn't slept for the last 3 nights in a row, but anyway. And to all of our distinguished guests, we have all the military services represented here today. And I got to tell you, it's a distinct honor for me to represent Team Redstone, your Team Redstone. And it is so wonderful to see all the veterans that are here with us today and their families. And I just want to say right up front, on behalf of me and my family, thank you for the freedoms and the liberties that we enjoy today because of your service and your sacrifice. You know, I also want to thank you for the example that you set, not only for those that have worn the uniform or those that are wearing the uniform today, but for generations to come. You know, the Second World War was one of the most significant events in the history of mankind and left no country, no nation unscathed or unaffected. And it's also important to remember the vast numbers of Americans who served and who perished in that conflict, both in uniform as well as civilians, both here at home and also abroad. Of the nearly 16 million service members who fought in World War II, 11 million served in the Army. In fact, soldiers accounted for approximately 70% of all those who served. From the 61 Army divisions in Europe, to the 15 divisions in the Mediterranean, to the 22 divisions in the Pacific. In fact, if you just look at the frontline combat troops, you're talking about 4 million folks. And they were ably supported by a lot of other units that also saw a lot of combat. We're talking about the engineers, the quartermasters, the medical and signal corps personnel, as well as many others. In addition, we cannot forget our Army Air Corps, and I promise, General, I won't steal your thunder about the Air Force. But at one time, you were part of the team, you know. And those airmen fought so valiantly in the skies over every major theater of operation, and who sacrificed so very much in support of precision daylight bombing. In fact, here in Huntsville, our own veteran, Mr. Bill Varnado, who flew more than 26 combat missions in Europe as a B-17 navigator with the 385th Bomber Group as part of the 8th Air Force. And like many Alabama natives, he served with great distinction during the war. And quoting Bill, the war was absolutely necessary, and the whole country pitched in. It was a total war effort. The bravery, the loyalty, the incredible sacrifice of all of our service members can never be forgotten. And our nation and the world truly owes you and all veterans a debt that can never be fully repaid. You are all national treasures, and events like today are critically important to ensure that we never forget your service and your sacrifice, and that we never miss an opportunity to say thank you, and God bless you and your families. Thank you.